Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Winner Circle Sports Betting Podcast. Sean Higgs coming at you. Brian Bitler today, Wednesday the 8th. We'll be talking some Sunday Night Football, Detroit and Kansas City. No Matt Fargo today. And, he sent the email. He said he was running late. I was like, listen, fella, this better not be because your team pissed away a 6-0 lead and you're curled up in a blanket. Like, what happened? We should have swept the Yankees, and now all of a sudden you're going to lose a series 3-2 now. Definitely, we'll get to baseball in a second, even though it's a football show. Bryce coming in, we'll talk about a little baseball, what's going on there. But you are here. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell on so you know each and every day free picks coming at you. Whether they're player props, sides, totals, college football, NFL, Major League Baseball talk. It could be for the Football Friday Live. Maybe it's the Vegas Legends, Chip Chirimbus, Saturday, Sunday edition. If you don't have your notification bell on, you're missing out. You're missing out on plenty of free pick winners. And again, the free pick winners are free pick winners. You want our best bets, our top plays, where the proverbial money where your mouth is, and how we earn our living? GamblersWorld.net. There you go. 3 730 packages guaranteed. I'll always hit on the 30-day package, all sports included. We show you a profit or we credit you back. But next week, I believe we're going to have Maction on Tuesday. We're going to have Wacky Wednesday. That's what I'm going to call Wacky. It will be Wacky Wednesday with these, Conference USA kind of stuff rolling in here on Wednesdays. 7 days a week, college football starting basically today, I think, through Thanksgiving, Brian, there. So the 7-day package, sure. You like your football, get it. Either way, all sports included in the 3 730 packages. And there is that. GamblersWorld.net for all our top plays, best bets, premium action. Brian Bitler, it is a Wednesday, a quadruple header of MLB playoffs. Not sure if you have anything on tap for that. But let people know how you were this weekend, your thoughts on the playoffs so far, and what's in store for the weekend coming up football-wise. If you have anything up or ready to load, big games you're looking at. Your spiel, as they say.
I'll tell you what, it's been a nice little run for me. Saturday, though, I was 3-3. You can't do much with that, but 4-0 on Sunday. Won the Monday night game. I was on the New York Yankees last night. I was cursing myself early when it was 6-1 or so. And, the Yankees fought back and got the job done. And I think the Yankees are going to take that series. I think they even it up today and then win it. But, yeah, I can't complain. 13-4 titanium run for my best bet. 30-19 in the NFL, including preseason. WNBA, 9-2 run. So it's just, when you're seeing the board, things are going good. And when you're not seeing the board, you're trying to change things up like your pen or getting new boxer shorts. But things are rolling now. We just want to keep it going. I'm very superstitious. Don't want to do anything differently today than I normally do.
I hate getting new boxer shorts. I like to wear mine to the bitter end. Like all men, we wear things as they're ripped and they're not good anymore. That's why we save like random pieces of wood in the garage and there's a box of coaxial like wires from TVs that have the triple yellow, red, and white.
My dad's like that. The basement, he's got all these different cords and gadgets from the cables from the 90s and stuff.
I do. Anytime I throw something on, I cut the cord off of it. I throw an old TV out. I cut the cord so nobody could use it and get my information. I save a bunch of wires. Although it's funny when the kids are like want to bust out an old an Apple phone or something. I got a cord from 2006. Like, look at this. It's the fat charger on the back. You don't have one of those. I got them in the garage. Oh man, listen. Brian is tearing it up at Gamblers World. Number one the last 7 days, 11-4, 73%. Number one last 30 days, 63%, 53-31. Number one last 60 days, 106-80. So yeah, things are looking good. He changed his underwear, folks, and then maybe it was just a pen. I don't know. It's just funnier if we talk about underwear because why wouldn't we? There we go. It's a new pen. Oh, where we go? You know what? I start bringing up crazy crap like you talk about changing your underwear and having a new lunch and
just cable and coaxial wires.
Total. We were like, what the hell is going on in this thing here? This guy's insane. All right, let's get back on track here. We have a NFL Sunday nighter, Lions and the Chiefs. A good game, a good Sunday nighter because we've had some ho-hum kind of matchups and there's some wacky matchups coming up for sure in primetime action. No doubt about it. But we got a good one here, and we just saw a good one on Monday night with these aforementioned Chiefs and the Jaguars. I had the Jaguars myself there, so that's a nice never in doubt winner there. easy win. Those are the ones you love to put that one to sleep in the first quarter. You knew you're looking good with the Jacksonville pick there. You have Detroit now. This was a 1.5 up to 2.5. Bry, I gotta say, I was a little down on Detroit coming into the season. I thought, you know what, you lose the coordinators. Last year was such a perfect year that they pissed away by blowing it in the playoffs. I wasn't sure they're going to respond. You lose to the Packers to start the year. Wasn't shocked at that. Packers, a lot to play for, your home division rival. Detroit is kind of, again, I want to look at that Ravens game with, I don't want to wear rose-colored glasses because Ravens had injuries and a bunch of things going on there. They have not looked sharp all season. Still an impressive win. You're dropping 50 on a team like the Bears, whatever. Still, you're scoring 50. Impressive. Kansas City last week on Monday showed me that, you know what, the offense is maybe coming back to, maybe not on the level of the Tyreek Hill kind of run, but you got some guys in there who can make some plays. The concerning part, though, would have to be their defense, giving up that many points. And I did sort of like the over based on how the Jags defense was, but for Kansas City to allow that to happen, I don't know. I'm going to look at the over in this one. And we got a 50 spot up here, which in NFL terms, folks, if you're newer, that is not the norm. Usually you get into these 50s, anything over that. Back in the old days, Brian would tell you, it was like an order like, oh, what is that about? That's, yes, NFL's changed a little bit. 52.5 is still a high number. I believe this is the highest number on the board, too, this weekend. Mm-hmm. And I like it. I like the over.
Yeah, for me in this game, it was. I think it's going to be a premium pick for me. I'm just going to give it out to everybody for free. I really like this Chiefs play, and I was on the Jaguars on Monday night. What I'm thinking here is the Detroit Lions have won 4 straight games. They've been a public team this season, and they've been a cover machine over the last 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah. So people see this plus 2.5. They're going to be all over the Detroit Lions. I want to see how the line moves as we go throughout the week. But Kansas City at, I think, 2 and 3, they have some people jumping off that bandwagon. But over the years, Patrick Mahomes at home, back to the wall. I think their offense did look better against the Jaguars. They're starting to get some key guys back at wide receiver. They got 2 running backs that don't set the world on fire. Like I said, I think Kansas City is a very strong play here, and hopefully this line stays at 2.5. I don't want to see it start to slip to a pick, even though that's better numbers for me. That might worry me a little bit, but I feel like we're going to see a lot of action on the Lions, but I'm going to be on the Chiefs here.
Mahomes threw a pick 6 and 99-yarder to boot. I happen to have I had a Juju Smith anytime touchdown that day. So that was a total swing in the wrong direction for me. Although I was happy because I did have the Jaguars. But a little play like that, say that doesn't go for 7. And it's you get a few yards, you punt, you're coming back down the field. Totally changes the total in that game, possibly the outcome of that game. Very not Mahomes-esque throwing pick 6s for 99 yards. Pick 6 is one thing. A 99-yard pick 6, something to talk about. So you're going to go KC. You want to go the 2.5, or do you want to money line it?
Minus 2.5. I don't like to lay heavy juice in football games.
All right. So we're doing an official play on KC minus 2.5. I'm going to add the over to this because I think we're going to see some points here. Detroit has been pretty efficient no matter where they play offensively. They did it in Baltimore outside the Elvins. Now, Kansas City, you mentioned the line coming down. It's actually gone up since the opener. It was like 1.5 to 2.5. See, I look at that as people are going to be betting on KC, and this line will be going up because no way KC loses again. How do they lose again? It's Mahomes can't lose, right? Him and Andy Reid at home, great record. This is a tough game.
I want to see what the numbers come back from the contest, the circuit contest, to see if the Lions are one of the top picks out there, because I believe they will be. They've covered 4 straight. They're just a team that's on a roll right now, and I think Kansas City is in a sort of a funk, to start the season.
Yeah, well, to say the least, right? I mean, they have 2 wins.
I think perception is down on Kansas City. So I want to see what the circuit. I like looking at all that stuff. I like to see what the top picks are in the circuit contest. I like to see what BetMGM puts out for their how much money they have on each side of the game. So this is definitely a circle game, just like Texas and Oklahoma on Saturday is a real big circle game for me. Not to change the subject to another game, but that's another one of those oddball games that I'm looking at.
Well, you know what? We'll talk about that one in a second, and then we'll head on out here. But if it's funny because Kansas City 2-3, and people want to rip the Bengals right just straight for Joe Flacco. They have the same record as the Bengals. You know, the Chiefs do. Same record
I
as
think
the Bears.
they're a paper. That Bengals winning against the Jaguars, they got very lucky to get that. Jaguars just gifted up to it.
I mean, if I told you that the Panthers and the Chiefs would have the same record in mid-October, you'd laugh at me.
Yeah.
But here we are. Here we are. Again, pair of free picks over 52.5. Kansas City minus 2.5. We are 12-14 with our NFL. So we got to get the NFL on track. If you watched the Tuesday show, I did the Thursday night game with Matt Fargo, and I did some player props with Kevin Thomas. You could go. I'm not telling you who they are. You got to go watch the video because, come on, get the views up on the videos. I want to go hit the like button. Come on. Can't give it all away. Can't give it all. You know what? You know when we give it all away? On the Football Friday Live. So that's it. So I'll get you live because you're going to sit around for 40 minutes before I give you every single college and NFL game we went through for the week. So if you want to take the easy way out, you slackers, you come into the live show Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern time for the Football Friday Live. Real fast, though, you mentioned the Oklahoma-Texas game. Now I guess we kind of know why Quinn Ewers was not benched for Arch Manning last year. Everyone's like, oh, you got to play Arch Manning.
Yeah.
It's not looked all that great. Tater, Tomater, Mater, whoever this cat, I like playing people's names here, folks. Mine was +3, down to +1. It looks like he's going to play, which is why I think this line came down. On the flip side, you got Venables out there saying like, oh, he still can't even hand the ball off. Gamesmanship, or do the sharps and the people in the know making phone calls to the boosters and the crew and everything else on the Oklahoma sidelines know this guy is playing 100%, 3-1? Or is it just fade in Texas because they've not looked good? What do you think?
Yeah, I think this game is very similar to the game we just talked about with the Lions and the Kansas City. Public perception is down on Texas, especially after last week, and people are up on Oklahoma. They're coming in here ranked. I think they're 5th in the country. Yeah. You're getting points. Texas in a funk. I think people are going to be all over the Sooners team. I want to see where this line goes from here, but right now, as we're talking today, Texas is going to be a huge play for me, I think, on Saturday.
Even if, again, I think it's 3 because he was questionable, right? But the fact that it's 3, unranked, laying a 3 to a top 5 team to boot, even if they was playing, the fact that it's a pick 'em, because it's a rivalry. All right, Texas has not looked really.
I think they could get enough action on Oklahoma at a pick without giving them any points here. But that's just.
Well, they definitely got all. I mean, I think everybody's going to be cheering for Texas. I mean, I know it's not. It is in Texas. It's in Dallas. I know it's not Austin, but close like enough. Everything in Texas, it's a 2.5-hour drive away from something. There'll be fans there from Oklahoma because that's not far from the border. But yeah, this is an interesting one here. I mean, part of me was like, I liked Oklahoma because I haven't liked what I've seen out of Arch. And again, he completes a pass versus Ohio State, and that's a win. And maybe it changes the outcome of this Florida game. You never know, right? Maybe he plays a better. But a 3 versus a 5, or when I say 3 versus 5, is you're laying 3 versus a top-ranked team, and you're unranked, right? I mean, Texas
some guys
unranked.
Aren't like us. They just look at this and see a 5-0 team ranked number 6, and they're getting points. They're just all over that,
Yeah, well, I can't wait, and because a month from now we'll be having seen that in college basketball. I'll just be licking my chops like, oh, look at this! I got 27 games on a Saturday. How am I going to get these all?
This is the kind of stuff that gets me excited on a Wednesday.
Saturday because there's so many games.
This gets me excited. Just looking at that Texas Oklahoma, I see a good opportunity. Same thing with that Kansas City game, Detroit. So these are the things that get me going in the morning, get me out of bed with my cup of coffee. These are the type of games I look forward to.
That's a little old school stuff. Back in the day, you log in back in 2006, you go to covers or scores and odds or some site and be like, let's look at the top 25 matchups. Oh, these guys are all laying points to higher ranked teams. It was again kind of basic, kind of you check off some boxes. Again, they're not automatic wins.
No,
Maybe
nothing's ever an automatic. Nothing that's ever.
Maybe they go 5-5 one week or 2-6, but then you have these 6, and then you switch it around. Like any game we bet here, folks, and Brad will agree, it's not just one game. Right? We're talking about Detroit, Kansas City. That's one Sunday game. You take that game, you add it with the other Sunday games, and they progress into a season. And if you keep getting the number you need it to be at and sticking to your guns, at the tail end of those 100 picks, you should be in that 55 to 60 range. Like if your numbers are right, you'll be. It's not just one game, one off. Like it won, it lost. No, you got to look at the long picture there, right? I mean, whether we're talking about college hoops, college football, NFL, it's never just a one-game affair because you're back the next day or 3 hours later betting a game. So.
Yep, exactly.
All right, we're going to roll on out of here. 2 free picks, Sunday night NFL action. Detroit over 52.5. Kansas City minus the 2.5. Comment section open for your Sunday night selection. And also, if you want to rib Matt Fargo for not showing up after the Blue Jays did what they did, that's all good too. Fun and games. Have a little fun. We will be back tomorrow, Thursday. Hope to see you there. And if you're watching this on Sunday, be sure to tune in tomorrow for your Monday night edition of Free Picks here on the Winner Circle YouTube channel. GamblesWorld.net for our best bets here on Sunday night, Saturday college football, any night of the week, any day of the week, GamblesWorld.net. And that's a wrap. Brian, good luck to you. Good luck to everybody watching.
Go Yankees.
Again, the Yanks. I think the Yanks are going to pull that out 3-2. I think the Blue Jays.
I agree with that.
Trouble. I think they're in trouble now. We're out of here. Bye-bye.